So today we're reacting to Norman Finkelstein explaining a little bit of the conflict between Israel and Hezbollah. So the United States has told both Israel and Hezbollah not to escalate tensions any further, and it seems like they're not really listening to the United States. Not to mention we still have a self-defense campaign going against the Houthis in Yemen, and both Hezbollah and the Houthis are backed by Iran. Are we going to get dragged into a conflict with Iran because of Israel and them having a pissing contest?
I'll just give you one last anecdote. There was a famous battle fought between Hezbollah and Israel. I think it was a 2006 war. You can check it. Bint, B-I-N-T, Jabil, J-B-E-I-L, Bint Jabil. I think it was 2006. And after that battle, Nasrallah, Saeed Nasrallah, the head of the Hezbollah, he gave a famous speech. And he said about Bint Jabil, he said, it shows that Israel is a spider's web. And he said, you just blow on it, and it disappears. After October 7th, he gave another speech. And he said, Saeed Nasrallah is an extremely smart guy, very focused. He's like a Muslim version of Lenin, Vladimir Ilyich Lenin. Yes, he is. And he said, I don't want to brag, I don't want to boast, I don't want to gloat. But he said, I said before, Israel was a spider's web. And he said, October 7th showed to many people that I was right.
I don't necessarily agree with that dude's analysis of it, because Israel has all but confirmed they have nuclear weapons, and they're backed by the world's biggest military and the largest superpower, the United States.
And that was the message that was transmitted by October 7th. And so now Israel has a colossal task in its mind. Its task is it has to restore that deterrence capacity, which is just the Israeli term for the Arab world's fear of us. And now that means undoing the message that was transmitted by that colossal failure on October 7th. And they don't know what to do. First, they said they were going to destroy Hezbollah. Then they said we're going to target its leaders. We can get those three leaders, Sinwar, DS, and there's a third one. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name. And there's a third one. But they're unsuccessful at anything.
I mean, Israel has been killing top Iranian leadership. Donald Trump, we killed Soleimani, but they recently drone strike and killed, I don't know if it was in Lebanon, but they drone strike and killed a guy by the name of Mousavi, and he was a top Iranian commander.
They fear, unfortunately, I think there's some truth to it, that they don't know how to restore their deterrence capacity anymore. Because they revealed, you're much too young to remember, but during the 1970s, Mao Zedong, when he was a revolutionary, he would say during the Vietnam War, he said, the United States is a paper tiger. That was the famous expression. Your listeners can Google that too. Mao Zedong, U.S. paper tiger, by which he meant it can take big bites, can cause a lot of damage, but at the end of the day, it's like the spider's web, And that's Israel's dilemma right now.
I do think it's analogous a little bit to the Vietnam War. I mean, that's kind of Hamas's tactic right now, similar to the North Vietnamese. They don't have to win, they just have to survive and remain structurally intact. I mean, that's how North Vietnam won the Vietnam War, is they were never going to defeat the United States, but they just had to survive.
And the third aspect is there is the bloodlust and the sheer fury that these Untermenschen had raised their heads.
And this is what the United States is trying to warn Israel. Hey, don't get into a conflict with Hezbollah, because you could potentially start a larger regional war that's going to drag the United States into it, because if Iran joins in, then the United States join in.